Nintendo 64 FunTime.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Nintendo 64 FunTime. Just got a few updates for you. One of the things that I'm really excited about is I recently, not joined, but supported a Kickstarter for a brand new Nintendo 64 controller that's coming out. It's got a few days left on its Kickstarter, so if you're interested in it, once I flash the picture up there, please go to Retro Fighters on their Kickstarter page and support the next-gen Nintendo 64 controller. I'll flash a picture up on the screen for you, but basically it's more of a compact style similar to the HoriPad. That's ridiculously expensive now. It's supposed to be pretty good. I'm really excited for it. It's it's gonna have a better joystick than your standard controller. I tightened my sticks up recently so they're not super loose. I can't shake it, but I used to be able to. So a lot of controller fatigue, being able to save your Nintendo controllers and not having them wear out so quick is going to be great. So I'm really excited about it. And like I said, check it out if you're interested. It is only going to be for the Nintendo 64, so it is going to have this input on it. I believe they're going to make a USB type version later if you want to use it as a USB controller. I don't know why you would. Just play it on the Nintendo 64. Another update is I went up to the UP last weekend and I actually ended up getting a Wii at a garage sale for $20. All the hookups, there's even a game that I got in it, so I gotta get a Wiimote and stuff like that. But I'm really excited. I never had a Wii, so I'm really excited that I picked this up only for $20 at a garage sale. So it was a really, really good deal for this. So I'm excited to kind of hook that up and kind of play that. So yeah, a few updates for you. So what we're going to play today is kind of a weird game. It's a Japanese exclusive game that you guys maybe have heard of if you're kind of into the Nintendo 64 scene. It's called Sin and Punishment. Now today I'm going to actually be playing on my EverDrive 64. The reason why I'm playing it on my EverDrive 64 is because I can't read Japanese. So what I have is I have the game. It's actually a hacked version that's translated, and the voiceovers are actually translated as well. So it's an on-the-rails shooter similar to like what Star Fox would be, but it's kind of a third-person behind the back on-the-rails shooter. And alright, so here we go. Sin and Punishment. Treasure game. Treasure makes amazing games. They make weird games, but they make amazing games. Little intro. Let's just look at this. I've actually never seen this intro. I usually skip right past it. So I think you're fighting aliens for the most part. So a bunch of people got murdered.
But the leaders are still alive.
Ah, screw this. Let's play a game. Sin and Punishment. So, as you can see, all of this screen is translated, which, if you play the normal game, it's not. Let's just start game. We'll start from the beginning. Now, this has probably some of the weirdest controls of any game that I've played. So basically, you're using your joystick to move your character, and you're using the C buttons. The joystick to move your reticule, and then the C buttons to move your actual character. And I think you can double tap to roll. And there's two modes, so there's like a lock-on mode, which I'm in now. You see the reticule is blue. And then you hit A, and then there's a free mode where you can just shoot wherever you want to. I like the lock-on mode for the most part because it makes it a little bit easier. You can, if you double hit Z, you can do a sword slash. Jump. I don't know. Let's just kill stuff for now. And each little zone, there's a boss. There's a few different forms of a boss. So yeah, this is basically the game. It just goes from stage to stage, very arcade style. Like I said, I was surprised that this wasn't an arcade game. when I kind of did a little bit of research on this. So the first level is very simple, you know, especially with lock-on mode. Just get you a feel for the controls, which are very odd. Treasure's known for just having odd controls, especially for the Nintendo 64. Mischief Makers was a Treasure game, and that probably had one of the oddest control schemes for the Nintendo 64 that I can think of. But this one uses the whole controller basically. And I think you can actually use the D-pad for this as well. Like if you're left-handed or prefer to use the D-pad and then use the joystick to move your character, you can also do that, but that's quite odd. I just kind of got used to using the C buttons kind of as a joystick, similar to like, you know, GoldenEye or Turok or something like that. So this is what I'm familiar with. Oh, there's a double jump. That's kind of cool.
Get bonus.
And the lock-on is really does make it easy. I played this fairly recently and I forgot how to do the lock-on. That's the end of the first little area there. Great cutscenes. Pretty good arcadey cutscenes in between the levels. So as you can see, we're kind of in a city now. We're fighting guys instead of aliens. I think I have it on easy difficulty. This game can get extremely hard, extremely quick. Whether that's just because I'm not good at it, I don't know, or not, but you know, and there are different ways to kill people. You can actually kill these people, or you can hit that and crush the people below. So you can kind of be creative and everything with each playthrough.
Nice shot. Keep it up.
But this is pretty much the game. On the rails shooter, and each level is a little bit different. The bosses you do have to get quite creative with. There's 3 zones in each level, and then there's mid-bosses. It's a treasure game, of course there's mid-bosses. And then you have your final bosses in each stage, which are actually quite difficult. You have to kind of use your brain a little bit and kind of figure out the patterns, and then figure out how exactly to kill them. With the, like I said, I don't know if it's this character. I should use sword slash. And this really is a fun game. It's a shame this really didn't come over here. I don't know why it didn't. I think it would have been very well received. See, if you would have done that kind of with free shooting, this would be so hard to get all these guys. But with the lock-on mode, I'm just holding down the trigger and just destroying everything. But I think this would have been very well received over here. I really don't know why it didn't come over here. This is really easy. Just pattern, just rock back and forth to kill this thing. Everything explodes. You gotta love a game where everything explodes. No. That's really bad. Gosh. I'm trying not to swear in these videos. Sometimes it's hard. I don't know if she's the one that can do sword slash. I don't know why I can't do sword slash. I thought it was a double tap of the Z button, but I could be wrong. beam as it comes around. Get a double jump over that. Whoa. And like I said, this is the easiest difficulty I believe that the game can be on, but it gets very, very hard, and I am not very good at this game, so, you know, I've never seen videos of people playing this online, but I would like to see a playthrough of this game on the highest difficulty, because I'm sure it's extremely difficult. I've tried Luigi before, and I've just gotten absolutely destroyed. Let's see, what do we have? We're at 8 minutes. I mean, you guys kind of have a general understanding. You know, these clear screens and stuff of the stuff with the cutscenes. I mean, it really feels like an arcade game, similar to like maybe Time Crisis or something like that. It kind of reminds me of. So we have an elevator scene, and then we have the first boss. I don't know if I'll make it there because I don't want to make this video too terribly long. You guys kind of have the general understanding of what the game is. I highly recommend it. Just like any game that Treasure puts out, you know, is a phenomenal game. I really get into this game. I actually really tried to beat this game maybe a few weeks ago, but didn't. I kind of ran out of time. But I ended up getting stage 3. Well, kind of zone 3. There's 3 levels inside each stage, and then there's 3 stages. So it's short like an arcade game too. But like I said, I've never actually beaten this. I would like to take the time to actually sit down and beat the game. See, that's cool if you destroy the platform instead of killing each guy individually. It blows up and kills everybody. No, he's gotta go. Scorpion guy, or whip or something. I jump around. I used to roll around, but I actually like just jumping around now. Keep it on the auto aim, and you can usually plow through these bosses fairly easily. Try to dodge the bombs and dodge the stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll stop after this this zone because I think it's gonna take me too long. Actually, the boss is coming up, I think. I don't know how much longer it is. I'll give it a shot. Let's just make it there. If you guys want to stick through and kind of see the game, go for it. If you're getting bored, you can always just shut it off. So let's try to make it to the first boss and see how it goes. Oh, no! Get bonus! That's awesome. Yeah, okay, here we go. First boss. So, let's see. Okay. So we gotta jump over hinges. Okay, so he does the pulse shot, and you only can get hit like once or twice, or else you will run out of time trying to kill him. So he does the pulse shot. You gotta jump. You gotta knock him over the edge. Just like that, back up. And then he will do, after you get him a few times, he will actually do a laser shot that you have to time your double jump with, which is really hard. I have difficulty with that. I think you gotta knock him over twice. Now! Kill the trainer. There you go. Okay, so now I think he does his laser. I have pretty good time right now. So we go up, and then down, jump! head down. Jump! Double jump. You gotta double jump or else you can't make it. The edge. I think I got one more. I got good time. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna beat this guy in my first attempt. I don't know if it's whether because oh man. So I got hit. I can't get hit anymore. Get him. Jump! Like I said, the only reason I'm doing so good is because I just recently played this. I really do have a difficult time with this game, trying to figure out some of these bosses. I mean, the next boss is kind of the leader of that animal, or she's corrupted or something like that. And there's a sword slash that you have to do with your gun, and I didn't know how to do it, so that was really difficult for me to figure out the final boss here. Dodge everything. She's gonna start throwing crap at you. Just shoot everything down. And this game really is intense. Like I love this game. Like I said, it's very similar to a Star Fox style game with the rail shooter, and I really like it. If you do have an EverDrive, I highly recommend it. You can always import it from Japan. The only problem will be is you won't have the ability to hack it. And so a double hit and do your sword slash. Now I'm thinking, shoot. Shit. Got her. Sword slash. Yeah. There it is. There's the first level of Sin and Punishment. Falls off to her doom. There is the main character standing up there. Great game. Love this game. Please play it if you can. Sin and Punishment. It's pretty intuitive, so even if you can't, speak Japanese or read Japanese, if you get the import card, you still can play it pretty well without really needing to know what you do. It auto-saves so you can continue from where you're at. And I think there's unlimited continues. I don't know, there might be 3 continues, but the more you play it, the better you get. So I definitely recommend it. It's an awesome game. Remember, always be gaming. Nintendo 64 FunTime.